record on cause number DC23-19244, Stephen Maples versus Cool Transport LLC et al. Council, make your appearances.
For the plaintiffs, I am Mark Lenahan.
Jana Taylor for the defendants.
Is that everyone?
That's us, Your Honor.
All right, let's get started.
Your Honor, there's two things before the court, but really I think it's one theme, so I'll start with that since we have a short amount of time. This is a wrongful death 18-wheeler case. The injury happened over 2 years ago, June of 2 years ago. Despite that it's an 18-wheeler case, there's been not a single record produced by the defendant that you would expect in an 18-wheeler case, logs, anything like that. Like I said, even basic logs. My hunch is that the owner of the company, one of the people who's sitting on your desk for default, simply isn't cooperating with defense counsel. I don't expect them to be able to say that out loud, but that's my hunch. So we're having to try to do a corporate records deposition. That was quashed because I think they have no choice. And consistent with that, so the first motion in front of you is corporate rep deposition. It's been quashed for date and time. Then the second is just the litany of discovery items, request, that they've not been able to produce anything on. So if I could share the screen with you, Your Honor, I'll show you the order I scribbled up for the corporate rep depo. May I?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Go ahead.
Let's see if I can do this for us. Is that there, Your Honor?
Yes. Is that what you submitted to the court? Let me look it up.
This is. And it's just sort of the Mad Libs fill in the blank format, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got the wrong one in front of you. I want to show you this one first. Here we go. This is the corporate rep depo one. I'm asking that by a certain day, they provide me either 5 days or the number of days you see fit for the depo take place in Dallas or elsewhere as you see fit by the deadline. I was going to type in what you say if you agree that's the appropriate remedy.
Okay, response.
Just a couple of things, Your Honor. Mr. Lenahan has been very patient, and I have been trying to get some discussions going with my client representatives, and we're having some challenges. And so my only request, I guess, on this deposition is that the depositions not be conducted in Dallas County because they are in Hidalgo County, and I don't know that the company is even open anymore. I'm not sure if it is or it isn't open, but I would just request that they be done by Zoom because I think we've agreed to do everything else by Zoom so far in this case. But I think that, that his request is not unreasonable at this time.
Okay, let me do this.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and share screen this.
I think I'll hit stop here, Your Honor. Is that the next move?
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me do this just so, because I can actually edit it on the system.
Great.
All right. So that by Friday, September 13th, do you have any issue with that?
I would like at least a week from today, rather than 5 days. So maybe by Monday, what's 9 + 7? 16th, September 16th.
Now, let's do this. I'm going to streamline this a little bit. Give
Yes,
them a
sir.
date. Give them a date right now.
I'm sorry, a date for the deposition?
Yeah, give them a date for the deposition.
Okay, let me at least pick something that's available on my calendar. Hold on just 1 second, Judge.
And you're welcome to call your client if that would be helpful.
I will. That would not be helpful. Let me try. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that's not me. Okay, I've got October 1st available, Tuesday, October 1st.
Does that work for you?
I am going to take an honest look for you, Your Honor, right now. Does not, if I have to go to Hidalgo, because I am in Houston the day before.
Well, I thought we were going to do them by Zoom.
They can be in Hidalgo, but I need to be in person with them.
Okay, well then I gotta pick. I guess, Judge, it depends on what you're going to order, and then I've got to look accordingly.
Why do you need to be in person?
I have litigated against trucking companies that I feel are very similar to this one many times before. I'm expecting a great deal of deception. I need to be in the room for that.
Okay.
Well, I've represented a lot of trucking companies, and I can't think of any witness I presented that I felt like was being deceiving or deceptive.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make the trip to Hidalgo without gripes, Your Honor, but I do want to be in person.
Yeah, I mean, what I typically do is require it to be on Zoom, or if you're willing to go to their location. All right, we'll do it on October 1st in Hidalgo County then.
Okay, hold on just a second, because I got to check the day before, Judge, because it's obviously going to require travel if it goes forward. Yeah, I can't do that because I've got depositions the day before all day long, and it would
Okay.
require that. I'm sorry. Let me look on October the 2nd. I could do October the 2nd if that works for Mr. Linehan.
It does, Janet. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Shall take place in Hidalgo County on October 2nd. At what time?
I'm sure that Jen and I can work on that, but we'll scribble in 10 o'clock, Jen, and we'll be courteous to each other on that.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't have any personal problems, Your Honor. We can work together. We just need to give Janet the authority she needs to make things move.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Not 10 p.m. though, but 10 a.m.
Okay, yeah, 10 p.m. would make it a little more interesting, I
What are you
guess.
doing to me, Judge?
Let's see, 10 a.m. There we go. All right. She'll take place at the offices of defendant.
I don't know where they have an office. We'll work on the office, but that's fine. You can put that in. We'll figure it out if I can make this happen.
My main thing is I just don't have to touch this again, so that
Yeah, I get it.
you guys, I'm assuming you can work everything out, but if you can't, this is what the order is. Okay. Deposition will take place in Hidalgo County on October 2nd at the Office of Defendant at 10 a.m. All right. Anything else, guys?
For that issue, that's good. The second was just a motion to compel, but I think it's covertly the same issue, Your Honor. They don't have any records to hand over, so they've given us objections instead. Maybe we could just do a shorthand version, say, please supplement by, and see if, Janet, do you have a solution, or do we need to go through these?
No, I mean, I think that's fine. Maybe we say supplement like a week before the deposition so that you can. So maybe hold on, let me see. I just have my calendar up. So maybe by September the 25th, that's a week before the October 2nd deposition. And I'll keep working on that as well.
Great. Then we'll table the objections and work on a supplement 7 days before, if you're at peace with that, Your Honor.
I think it's a little risky the way you're doing it, but if you trust each other, that's fine.
It is risky, Your Honor, but I've got 40 something in request here, and I didn't want to bore the court.
Have you guys confirmed? I mean, are you willing to withdraw those objections, Ms. Taylor, or?
I mean, I think we can reach an agreement if I'm able to locate the documents. I think that's the challenge, which I need an order, and that order hopefully will help me do what I need to do, if that makes sense.
All right, I'm going to overrule the objections, order the documents to be produced 7 days prior to the deposition. Mr. Linehan, get me an order on that by the end of the day. It needs to say that this was heard on November 9th, 2024 via Zoom. You need to share it with Ms. Taylor, and I need it by tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
September 9th, though, not November.
Did I say November? Sorry, September
Yeah.
9th.
That's okay.
September 9th.
You're
We'll get
jumping
that.
ahead. You're making us work at night.
I know it's tough. It's tough. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Jana.
it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Do we have both sides here on the Harris versus Warren case or the Rodriguez versus Patterson case?
Judge, I'm here on the Rodriguez versus Patterson case. I don't see, I talked to Mr. Nielsen this morning, and I know that he's planning on, somebody from his firm's planning on attending, but I'm not sure who that would be.
Okay.
Good morning. Yes, that's me.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, good morning.
All right, let's get a trial date picked out.
So we were looking at, when was it? September of 2025, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. This is, it's a multi-plaintiff case. We have five plaintiffs. It's a motor vehicle accident case involving an 18-wheeler. So it's very similar to the one that you just saw, where there's going to be lots of depositions and lots of discovery needed. The parties have exchanged their initial disclosures. We're in the process of working out, trying to get the medical records through the DWQs. And with the plaintiffs filed a motion to quash, and I'm working with Mr. Nielsen on that. So we do think that, honestly, I think September 2025 is an aggressive date, but it's realistic.
Okay. Do y'all want September 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, or 30th? I would suggest kind of earlier in the month because we don't know when bench bar is going to be. So at this point, it's usually going to be the week of the 16th or the 23rd, but probably would not be the 30th, but the 7th and the 9th or the 2nd or the 9th would probably be safer.
Judge, the 9th works for my calendar.
And then 9th works for mine as well.
All right. Okay, Rodney, go ahead and get them date for the September 9th. Let's pick a mediator.
I have not had a chance to speak with Mr. Nielsen on that, but I
You
think
can always substitute one, but we're picking a mediator now. So
okay. Thank you, Judge.
who do you want to use?
We'd like proposed Bill Ucherick.
I don't know him as well.
He's with Mike McCullough's office. If we just
Okay.
use Mike McCullough, we could probably get in with Mike McCullough at that time.
Let's see. I don't know if they're local, Pam Hoyster and Rob Bankson.
Never heard of him.
Not familiar with them, Judge.
You're gonna have to use a Dallas County mediator unless you guys agree otherwise.
That's fine. Well, I can touch base with Eric, see what he says. He's in a meeting right now, but
If you, Judge, I think if you just want to put somebody in, and he and I will talk
All right,
about.
we're gonna appoint Mike McCullough for this.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
if you guys want to sub in somebody else, you can, but it would have to be by agreement. Mr. McCullough is a very well-respected mediator, probably one of the most popular ones here in Dallas. So he's a very well-known mediator, so he should be good.
Yes.
All right. Anything else, guys? Do you
Judge-
need any other issues involving your scheduling order you want to chat about?
No, I think we'll be able to work it out, and we're hoping to get one of those submitted to the court by the end of this week, if that's not too late.
Yeah, as long as we get a trial date and a mediator, we don't really care. So it's really up to y'all to get it in.
Okay, very good, Judge. Then we
All
will.
right. You guys have a great rest of your day, okay?
thank
Thank
you,
you,
Your Honor.
Judge.
Likewise.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm back. Have you got 10
Okay.
seconds?
Sure.
I spoke to my client and this is a really sad story. And we're just going to dismiss this ex-football player. And so we'll
Okay.
be sending you a judgment against the other two entities. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
just
want to
put
be
in
there, I don't
in
want to
the,
be there.
I appreciate you doing that. I kind of figured that was what was going on, but if you could go ahead and just include in the order that you're non-suiting him out, just so that we can make it clean.
I'm going to put in the order that he's just being dismissed with prejudice.
Oh, wow. Okay. You can do that too, if you feel
I
comfortable.
mean, this
So-
poor guy, next time I see you when we're hanging around the coffee shop, I'll tell you the story. But basically, he's a victim to, he's on disability, obviously getting whacked in the head too many times. Poor guy.
I feel bad for these ex-football players. Back then, they didn't even make that much money. At least the guys now make a ton of money. But back then, I don't know when he played, but a lot of times they didn't make a whole lot of money, and a lot of
Yeah.
sad
Let me
situation.
tell you, it's what we don't even think about is I've got a dear friend from college who was a running back, and he's got Parkinson's and he's got everything else known to man because he got whacked in the head too many. You don't think about all the kids, forget about the pros. Anyway, I know you have work to do, but I wanted to report this to you so you know what we're doing. I've already sent an email to Miss Pinson, and we'll get right on it.
Thank you, Mr. Pullman. That's very kind of you to do. I'm glad you worked it out.
Well, we got to do the right thing. I know your attitude, same. Be well. Thank you.
All right. Good to see you, Mr. Pullman. You have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay. So we have another scheduling order right now. Sorry, let me do this again. All right. Is anyone here on Harris v. Warren?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Frederick Williams for the plaintiff.
And Mr. Lawrence, are you here for the defendant?
No, Your Honor, I'm here for the 1015 MSJ.
All right, Mr. William, you get to pick the trial setting and the mediator. Who do you want to, when do you want to set this for trial?
Let me look at I think we submitted our actual ASO on this one, Your Honor.
Oh, did you? Okay, let me see.
Yeah. So we filed it Friday and then emailed a copy over this morning to Ms. Pence.
All right, let me take a look. You may be absolutely 100%. Yep, we just got it. So let me go ahead and sign that, and I will get that in. Does it have a mediator with it?
Yes, Your Honor, should have a mediator in as well.
Let me just take a look at it real quick. Just give me 1 second. Martin Terry is what it said. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Perfect. I am signing it right now and sending it to the, and Rhonda, just make sure you have that. That's set for June 23rd, 2025. Is that a Tuesday?
Let me check real quick.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to change that to the 24th because that.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said the mediator was Mark Terry?
Martin Terry.
Martin Terry, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's June 24th of 2025.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Williams, good to see you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Good to see you as well, Your Honor. Thank you. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
And Mr. Lawrence, you said you're here for the 1015.
Yes, Your Honor, it's a no response MSJ that we had filed. We filed the MSJ, the plaintiff didn't respond. The plaintiff is pro se, but has an email on file for service. And their attorney withdrew back in April, and we haven't heard anything since. So
We'll just, yeah, it's set for 1015. I just want to make sure we're not premature.